どこに行こうかな。さあ、行くぞ。
Morika Village.
よし、着いたぞ。
Alice House, okay. Ah, so mit Haywolf anscheinend. Just what does my fool of a son think he's doing? That's concerning, yes. I believe that possibly he's been... Oh, Chief told her, he called for the SSS. Oh, and Miss Haywolf is here too. Ah, there you all are. I've been waiting. I take it you've seen the request. Thank you for coming. Sure thing. Are you here, door, Mr. Haywolf? Well, as it so happened, he has a stake in this particular problem as well. After talking things over, Chief Toller and I decided it would be prudent of us to consult with the SSS. Considering the circumstances, we thought the situation called for a professional investigation. Oh, if that's true, this must be a serious issue. I recall the description mentioned that this had to do with his son, correct? Yes, it's a complicated matter. I can brief you on all the details if you're ready to accept the request. Is now a good time? Well, we're ready to help. That's everything we need to know. Thank you, SSS. I'm in your debt once again. As for what's going on, my son Derek has been acting strangely recently. I get a sense he has some kind of sinister plan in the works. Sinister? Does it really that bad? Well, I don't know the details yet. As a matter of fact, I don't know what's going through the boy's head at all. You see, not long ago, David told Harold that Rika would no longer be doing business with him. Really? Why would he do that? Haven't you always been on excellent terms with the village, Mr. Haber? Yes, I've done my best to be kind to the people here ever since we started doing business. I came to see Chief Toller today because I was afraid there had been some kind of misunderstanding. And let me guess, the Chief here was just as out of the loop as you were. Am I right? Yes, you are. We never intended to wrong Mr. Haber like this. Losing a customer in him would have been a great loss for our village. I'm sure my son is fully aware of that as well. It certainly is strange. What reason could Derek have to go over your head and make a decision like that so rashly? That's exactly what Harold and I have been discussing. And so doing, a certain questionable individual came to mind. Derek has been meeting with a foreigner from out of state recently. A foreigner? We don't have very many details on him for the moment. All I know is that he and Derek have been talking behind closed doors. Nothing is as suspicious, quite like a secret meeting. Quite right. As such, my request to you is to investigate this foreigner for us. If he truly is plotting some sort of nefarious scheme, we need to put a stop to it at once. I apologize if it comes off as rude, but it's something like this truly worth submitting a support request for. Surely the logical approach would be to simply speak with your son yourself. Don't think that's our call to you, Todd. Yeah, I'm embarrassed to say so, but the young lady is correct. Meg and I have been at odds on how best to run the village for a long time. I've tried to confront him about this, but I could never get an answer out of him. As his father, it pains me to admit that. Oh, no wonder you decided to console us. Just about brings us up to speed. We begin the investigation immediately. I was thinking we could start by interviewing each of the villagers. Offer for you to do so. Incidentally, Derek and Elkin are delivering produce to the city right now. It may be better speaking with them last. Thank you for looking into this, SSS. I hope we can get to the bottom of things. I'll be there when you can, Mr. Haywolf. Okay. Dann gucken, was wir so rausfinden. Excuse me, I have a few questions for you. I'd ask about a foreigner who has been visiting America Village recently. But a man who has been staying here on and off? Well, he is pleasant enough to be around. Very polite at that. Polite, huh? I see, and you wouldn't have to know this man's name? Oh, let me think. I believe it was Minov? Or at least that's what he wrote in the guest registry. Minif, at least you have a name to work with now. Is there anything else you can tell us about this individual? Well, he wasn't too chatty, so there's not much to tell. I did call Derek up to his room a couple of times to talk about something or another. That's pretty much all I know. Oh, sounds like the sequence meeting Chief thought has been wearing over. Yeah, not the most game-changing information, but it's something. I mean, wir haben einen Namen. Thank you for your help. Oh, not a problem. I'm happy to be of service. But if you really want to thank me, why don't you order some food while you're here? We're off. Aber danke. There's been a guy in the village lady who's dressed to the nines. He told Grimes that I was such a capable lad. Of course, Grimes was thrilled. I could tell he was just flattering me though. Excuse me, I have a few questions for you. I'll ask about a foreigner who's been visiting America village recently. Oh, him? He's got a keen eye, I can tell you that much. Oh, I don't mean by that. But a man's become infatuated with our honey. He was raving about it being a surefire hit and that he could sell across the entire continent. Sell across the entire continent? What is he? A trader or something? I've never heard him, although I'd say it, but it seems likely. If his only says like that, I'm sure he's already made a name for himself. I've heard of my grandson, but to follow his example. Is that so? Well, now we know the dude is some kind of merchant. Klingt ja danach, als würde er seinen Marktrivalen verdrängen wollen. Oh, that's good information to have. Thank you for your help. Oh, not a problem. Feel free to talk to me again anytime. Excuse me, I have a few questions for you. Oh, him? Well, if I describe the man, I might say considerate. Considerate? Can you elaborate? Once I was passing by the children as they were playing, and they accidentally got his clothes dirty. But in raise a fuss, he paid it no mind. In fact, he even gave them some candy. I didn't decide whether to thank, compliment, or apologize to him. He had my speechless. Interesting. Well, thanks for your time. Okay, more info to go off now that we spoke to the villagers. The man's name is Minif, and he's believed to be a foreign merchant. He's supposedly a kind man as well. So the type that's courteous, patient, and caring of kids. On the other hand, we don't know why he is here in the first place, and that's suspicious in and of itself. You make a good point. Yes, we never did learn of a motive in any of these conversations. The biggest thing that stands out is him talking with the cheat son in secret. That doesn't pass the smell test. I'm inclined to agree, it's incongruent with everything else we heard. I say we should follow up on that. Wait, over there by the entrance. Zerkin, the one who went with Derek in the city. With his job gone back, let's go speak with him. Okay. Excuse me, Icon. Right. You've got a couple of things we'd like to ask you. Oh yeah, what can I do for you? Oh, let me guess, you came to ask about my shiny new orbital truck here, huh? No, sorry to disappoint. Oh, really? But it's the Werner company's latest model. Minif gave it to me for real cheap. Hold on, just a moment. By Minif, you mean the foreigner who's been missing the village recently, correct? Just what cheap are we talking here? Get this. I got it for the low price of just 50,000 Mira. Only 50,000? What I wouldn't give to be that lucky just once. Does the goddess have it in for me or something? Oh, easy, Noel. I can see you turning as green as your head. Sorry, was of habit. Moving past Noel's Mishanophilia, the average market value of a new drug should be nearly 500,000 mira, which makes the amount you paid exorbitantly low. Every 90% discount? It sounds more like charity than a bargain. Well, you said the price cut was so we could make our work easier without breaking our budget. You and Derek have been working out some sort of plan. I guess it's coming along. But if I tell you, my head's off to him. Plan? Shoot, Derek said I'm not supposed to talk about it. Pretend you didn't hear that. Anyway, this Minif guy is the real ear. Oh, so you say. Wait, did you come back alone, Elkin? Chief told us that you and Derek went to the city garage to deliver produce. Or we did, but Derek told me he'd catch a bus back to the village later. He said he had some business to take care of at the hotel in the entertainment district. Another meeting with Minute, I'm guessing. Hey, Lord, this could be our chance. Speak with him face to face, probably, yeah. Shut the door and check things out. Thank you for speaking with us, Elkin. This was very helpful. Oh, no problem. Not that I get what you're after, but hey, good luck all the same. I mean, er ist nur happy, dass er halt seinen Truck bekommen hat, ne? Das ist ganz egal. Die Frage ist, in welchem Zimmer chillen die? Wahrscheinlich in der oberen, oder? Alright, we'll meet up again tomorrow then. Good talking to you as always. I'll wait on you. Upon us. You're Derek from America Village, correct? That's me. That's something I can help you with. I probably shouldn't have armed up with this, but we're with the Crossbell Police, Special Support Section. A few questions we'd like to ask. That's all. Let me guess, my father sent you here, didn't he? So he even called his police, huh? That's just which. He had his reasons. I already know his game, he's snooping around to find out what I'm up to, right? But if nothing to hide, ask me anything you want. Not the reaction I was expecting. I guess straight to one then. We were taught that you've been meeting a secret with a man named Findet recently. Will you explain why? Whatever, that's not a story my father can do anything about it. But it has been helping me out with a little project of sorts. It's all part of my plan to revolutionize the village. Revolutionize the village? Why would you keep something so important from your father? Well intentioned or not, doesn't it concern him just as much as it does you? I've tried talking to my father about it, this kind of thing more times than I can count. All he ever has to say is that I've lost sight of our ideas and that making drastic changes won't solve anything. But if things continue the way they are, a village like ours has no future. Real mini-form reform is the only way for us to keep America alive. My father doesn't understand that one bit. I see, and it was from there that you encountered this Minif character. I like my father is actually willing to listen to my ideas. In fact, he helped me discover a huge opportunity for our village apiary. I plan on working with him to launch a major enterprise in the near future. You what? Can you even hear yourself right now? Mind your own, BUX, that's all I have to say to you. You got what I came for, right? And you get back to the village if you don't mind. That was rather curt. Well, he totally blew us off. I know if you're thinking what I'm thinking. Maybe you could try speaking with this Minif guy for yourself. Good call, maybe it's give us a better idea of what the Gemmock's all about. Or say we show ourselves in. There was nothing. Who is it? I didn't order any room service. Excuse me, we are looking for Mr. Minif. I apologize for bothering you, but we have the Crossbell Police Special Support Section. I have a couple of questions to ask you. Oh dear, you're police officers. I didn't say it sooner. Come on in, the door's unlocked. Feels almost too greasy somehow. Maybe it's more of a wheeler dealer than we think. Alright, we're coming in. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Minif. What brings you here today? Well, like I said, we have a few simple questions we'd like you to answer. It'll be alright. But of course, I would be delighted to have an officer of the law. Or some kind of trouble in the area, perhaps? Well, not exactly, no. This pertains to you specifically. We want to know more about you and what brought you to Morika Village. Can you start by telling us about yourself? Well, this is a surprise. Seeing as you're a police officer, I suppose I have no reason not to cooperate. To reiterate, my name is Minif and I'm a corporate executive. My responsibilities range from product development to sales and operations. I've been visiting Morika Village to secure an important business deal on behalf of the Quincy Company. Is it a Quincy Company? Ring any bells personally? Heard of them, mademoiselle? In a sense, the Quincy Company is a famous international confectioner. They're one of the most prominent names in their field. You can even get their products here in Crossbell. Ich glaube, Quincy hatten wir schon mal gehört in Trails in the Sky the Third. Die Schokolade, die Ries damals gekauft hat in dem Flashback, wo sie zum ersten Mal Kevin getroffen haben. Ich glaube, das war Quincy-Schokolade, wenn ich es gerade richtig im Kopf habe. Ich weiß gar nicht, ob ich das gerade nochmal fact-checken kann. Ich mache mal einen kurzen Search. By the way, Kiseki Wiki ist eine gute Ressource, um da mit up-to-date zu sein. Saving Grows, Characters. Nee, okay. Schade. Ich suche, ich besuche das Kiseki-Wiki Sachen von Trades for Daybreak und Kainu Kiseki. Nicht direkt anzeigt, ein Spoiler markiert. Ja, ich finde das jetzt nicht so schnell, das gefact-checkt. Ich glaube, das ist auch, wenn dann auch einfach nur ein nicer Note, meine ich. How did that sound familiar? I think I used to buy the chocolate as... Okay, there you go. Das ist meine Confirmation. Oh, I just paid more attention to what was in the rap list than what was on it. That's quite alright, young man. Abentuer was that one might call brand blind in my youth. Despite working for the company, I've never been one for sweets. That was my long-standing reputation as an irrefutable salesman, a fact that led me to my current position. And my apologies, I didn't mean to get us off track. Personal milestones. That's fine, we're the ones who asked. So about what business deal with America Village you mentioned? Would it happen to have anything to do with direct as not the village chief? Does it was something to do with the future of the village? What do you know? In that case, I suppose there's no sense in keeping those details on our apps. As direct and I've indeed built a strong working relationship over these past several days. You're aware of that much? Could you elaborate? Oh, but of course. The Quincy company is consistently seeking out new opportunities to grow our confectionery business. As such, the head office tasked me with a project to that effect. Our goal is to gain a foothold from which we can expand into Crossbell. Or in other words, we want to establish a subsidiary of Quincy company here in our state. Precisely. I began my inquiry by paying a visit to the department store in the city, and there I found it. The luxurious, high-grade honey produced in America Village. The honey is made with the lotus flowers on the village fields. I do call a mistake of praising it for its quality. And in short, the honey is the product of nature's bounty, passed down through the ages for generations. Taking those fields was like the goddess herself showing me the way of a brand new confectionery venture. I call it the American Honey Company. American Honey Company? Not exactly pushing the envelope, but I won't deny it's pretty catchy. Brand selling candies made primarily from America's village delectable honey. But in order to do so, we will need the full cooperation of the villagers themselves. And so I approached the incoming chief direct with a most magnificent proposal. Asked if he would like to oversee the construction of the factory as well as the new business enterprise. He would make direct a manager of a Quincy company subsidiary? Naturally, the company would make full use of its sales and marketing expertise. The fields too would be overseen by our staff. We don't want to cause trouble for the villagers after all. On the contrary, we wish only to ease their life's burdens. I didn't intend on building the factory though. After discussing quite many possibilities, I settled on utilizing the village's private property on Automarica Road. As it had only been ever used for storage, Derek was readily willing to agree to the arrangement. I doubt anybody would be under those terms, especially with how keen Derek is on revolutionizing the village. Everyone comes out as a winner, isn't it just swell? So glad you understand. In my eyes, direct talents and strong sense of responsibility are more than enough to qualify him for the position. With that, I've watched all that I can. Does anyone have questions? It does. Thank you for your cooperation. I think we have a much better grasp of what's going on in the village now. Is there anything in particular that we would like to discuss further? At the moment, no, so to take up your time. We'll be going now. Oh, not a problem at all, officers. Come on again anytime. And please take care. Where do we even begin? It's quite a plan they've put together. Evidently, Manus is more shrewd a man than we looking for. The whole spiel took some untangling, but it sounds like it could pay off big time. Seems too good to be true, honestly. Alright, I think we've got all the answers we were looking for. Let's head back to America Village. Chief Todd is going to want to hear about this. I don't believe this. Manifest with the Quincy company? And yeah, there's a whole American honey company business. It's quite an extensive plan they have, and it involves putting a factory on the village's private property, no less. Never did I take Derek as the type to pursue something like this. Has Derek returned to the village yet by any way? That's right. I don't believe I've seen him around. That we were returning to the village when we ran into him at the hotel. And I must confess that Derek doesn't come home very often these days. It's that he's been renting a room for himself at the Azure Inn. And some benefit has been staying there as well. Perhaps there was Derek's reason for relocating. That way his plans to industrialize our land could proceed without my knowing. What a shameful excuse of our forefather I am. I wouldn't be so sure about that. What if moving to Ashtree was actually Minna's idea rather than Derek's? Maybe it was him who was trying to keep you from catching wind of what's going on. What do you mean? I will let your dashing leader here. I will let our dashing leader here handle the details. Ignoring that first part, I'll do my best to explain. Something more to this than we realized, Lord? Keep in mind I'm only speculating, but I have my suspicions about his Minif character. What do you mean? The plan he laid out for us would supposedly benefit everyone involved. America Village gains a new industry, while the Quincy Company gains a subsidiary in the market they want to expand in. At a glance, it all seems well and good. Almost too good to be true, don't you think? Now that you mention it. It's not a point of concern, consider the ridiculously low price at which Minif sold a new Overtruck to Elegant. In this context, you can think of it as an upfront investment. An Overtruck isn't something to give to someone at random, or the price they go for. I've never heard of one selling for only 50,000 mirror until now. What you're getting at is that he knows he's going to make that mirror back, doesn't he? It's very strange indeed. A company as large as Quincy would normally invest this much capital into an unproven startup. They wouldn't, would they? Unlike, I don't like where this is headed. That leads me to believe that Minif has no ulterior motive, once that guaranteed to make him a profit. It is all just conjecture, of course, but I would still suggest that you keep that what we're saying in mind. I will. We'll have to be very careful about how we approach this matter. And kudos on the fine investigative work, SSS. I feel as though I finally understand what's going on here. Thank you for the help. Happy to, Chief told her. I was saying we can head it from here. We could continue investigating if you'd like. Oh, that's alright. You've done more than enough for now. As when I've heard about your plans to build a factory on our property, I knew I could never support such a thing. I have to speak with Derek later and try to persuade him, not just as his father, but as a chief. Perhaps that would be for the best. We're excusing ourselves then. Don't hesitate to follow up with us if there's anything else we can do. Of course, I'll be sure to call on you again if the need arises. So, dieser Quest. Dann... Da ist meine Maus. Haben wir eine Counterfeit Caber. Get a bonding point. Okay. Bonding Points gehen zu Ellie, obwohl ich glaube, ich habe schon mehr als genug Bonding Points at this point.
Yoshi, 行くか。どこに行こうかな。さあ、行くぞ。